to your Thursday, April 2nd Wod Briefing. Let's go ahead, let's get talking about the warm-up. Today you guys are going to start with 2 rounds of 20 jumping jacks, 30-second couch stretch on the right side, and then 30 seconds on the left side. A 1-minute plank hold, 10 sit-ups, and then 10 heel touches on each side as well. So jumping jacks, you're going to start in your nice pencil position. You will jump out, hands come up. You'll give me 20 of those, okay? Next, you guys have your couch stretch. We're going to start with the right side. You guys will do 30 seconds on the right side and then switch to the left side. But your first objective with this couch stretch is to get your knee as close to whatever object you're stretching on as possible. Okay, other leg's going to be out at a 90-degree angle. But again, first objective is to get your knee as close to that object as possible. Next goal is to get your torso vertical. All right, so you guys want to have those torsos nice and tall the best you can. If we need to make that stretch a little bit more intense, we can squeeze that butt cheek, or we can reach up and over to the side while squeezing as well. All right, so you'll do 30 seconds to the right, 30 seconds to the left. Next, you guys have a 1-minute plank hold. You guys are going to be in a plank position, so hands are going to be just outside chest with distance, feet are together, shoulders are stacked on top of your wrists, belly buttons pulled back towards your spine, and you're going to hold, okay, for 1 minute. You guys need to scale. You guys can either elevate the plank, you guys can hold on to a higher surface, or you guys can hold on your knees. Regardless of what you guys choose to do, make sure your belly button is being pulled back towards that spine, and you guys are staying in a nice tabletop position. Next, you guys have sit-ups. You're going to be on the floor. Feet are going to be together. You're going to lean back. Shoulders will touch the ground, and then make sure your shoulders touch or cross your hip crease at the top. And also make sure your head's shooting towards the ceiling on each rep. Make sure your back is super rounded when you guys get to the very top of your setup. Okay, next, you guys have your heel touches. So heels are going to be as close to your booty cheeks as possible, and you're going to reach as far to one side as possible, and then as far to the other side as possible. Okay? You guys are going to give us 10 each side, 20 taps total. Next, you guys have your weighted leg raises for part 1. You guys have 4 sets of 15 of those, and we're going to be supersetting those with windshield wipers. You guys will have 5 reps on each side, so 10 total for those windshield wipers. So you'll do 15 weighted leg raises, 5 windshield wipers on each side, 15, 5, so on and so forth for 4 rounds, okay? What should your weighted leg raises look like? Well, first of all, we got to make sure we can do body weight leg raises. So hands are going to start under our butt cheeks. Okay, you guys can have them out to the side. If you guys are doing these weighted, you can grab something behind you, okay, to help anchor your body. But you're going to have your feet together, toes are pointed. You're going to bring your toes to past your hip crease and then come back down. Okay. If we're going to scale these, you guys can scale the range of motion. So just come up as far as you feel comfortable coming up, and come back down as far as you feel comfortable coming back down. If we're going to increase the difficulty, you guys will add a weight in between your feet. You'll hold the same concept. Feet are going to start extended. Bring those toes to past your hip crease and then back down. Making sure we're not touching the ground on every rep. All right. Most importantly, though, guys, his legs stay locked out. On your windshield wipers, your hands are going to be out to the side. You're going to be up. Okay, legs stay locked out, toes stay pointed. We're going to come to one side. We're going to tap the floor. Come up, and then go to the other side. Touch the floor. Okay. You guys want to make sure as much of your upper back stays in contact with the ground as possible. And you want to make sure we're making one straight line, right? Make sure we're not coming out, right? Make sure we're coming to the side every rep. Most importantly though, guys, is keep your legs locked out. If we need to scale, you guys can scale by bending your knees and go knee touches. But again, we're trying to keep as much of our upper back on the ground as possible. All right, let's go ahead and move on to part 2. Part 2, you have a workout called Ab-bomination because your core is going to get lit up. We have 4 rounds of 20 Russian twists on each side, 10 wood choppers each side, 10 toe touches each side, and then 20 Supermans. All right, here's the kicker. Every 2 minutes, you guys are going to do 40 mountain climbers on each side. So it's a lot, but it's gonna get that heart rate up, get your sweat going. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna start with those mountain climbers at the top of the first minute. Here at CrossFit at a point, we like to go heel to hands mountain climbers. So hands are gonna be on the floor, heel's gonna start next to your hand. Heel to hand, okay? If we need to scale, we can go knee to chest. And that's an option as well, okay? Your Russian twists. You guys are going to need an object of some kind. It could be a medicine ball, a dumbbell, a backpack, whatever you like. But feet are going to be together, up and off the ground. You're going to take the object, you're going to tap, 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 okay? Once you finish your 40 mountain climbers on the ground, each side, you'll start your 4 rounds of 20 Russian twists, okay? 20 on each side, so 40 taps total. So we'll go 1, 2, okay? Next, you guys have your wood choppers. Okay, with your wood choppers, you guys are going to start with your bag on the side, okay? And I'm looking for oblique work here. So make sure as you guys are moving, we're focused on clenching those obliques here. So we're going to tap to one side. I'm looking for the rotation at the bottom. We're going to come up and through the top. Okay? So make sure we're getting full extension at the top, and we're getting a twist at the bottom. Okay? Again, you'll feel that kind of line up your obliques. Next, you guys have toe touches. So with your toe touches, you guys will lean back. Feet will be together, toes are pointed. You're going to have your hands at the top, and you're going to try and touch the middle, or touch as close to your toes as possible. Touch the middle of your feet, or touch your shins. Okay? But legs need to stay locked out and looking for as big of a reach as possible on those toe touches. Alright? Last movement, you guys, we have Supermans. You guys are going to be in a prone position. You're going to raise your chest, your quads, your arms, your legs above the ground as much as you can. And come back down. Keeping those arms and legs as locked out as possible. Okay? So 20 Supermans. However, every 2 minutes, you guys gotta get right back into those mountain climbers, 40 each side. Make sure you're picking up a scaling option you guys can move relatively efficiently with. Alright? You guys have a great Thursday, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for your Friday WOD. Alright?